Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, my friends. How are you today? So good to be here today. This will be take two, to be honest with you. First take, somehow some of the settings got changed, and I went for a whole 25 minutes and I had no sound. Oh my God, that was just so funny, right? He was telling me, "Hi, Liz, how are you, babe? How are you? Please confirm that we do have the sounds." Yes, fantastic. Thank you. Because I was just telling our amazing audience here on Facebook and YouTube that I went live for about 25 minutes without sound, and I was like all inspired, all empowered, ready to give an amazing message. And what I thought it was an amazing message, which obviously was not meant to go out. So, take two. Jose, as my brother, God bless you. So good to see you here, my brother. I know you came in the last few seconds here for my previous live, which I was testing the sound apparently. But so good to see you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being here today. And before I get too ahead of myself, allow me to introduce myself, my friends. My name is Jesus DJ Perez, and it is my absolute pleasure to be here this evening, bringing you another empowering message all the way from Empower Media Global Studios to the comfort of your home. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And I really understand that sometimes technology just plays tricks on you, and that's just what it's meant to be. But you see, what I wanted to share with you, it's kind of like part two of my message from yesterday when God got a hold of me, when I hit rock bottom back in 2010, and my life was just about to be destroyed. And how I took a leap of faith, and after taking a leap of faith, I quit my job, reached up to God, and I asked for His mercy, for His kindness, and for His forgiveness. And if you're watching us on YouTube, there is going to be a little pop-up right here that is going to allow you to go see the video from yesterday that I'm telling you. But if you're watching on Facebook, all you have to do is after you finish watching this video, just go square up into my profile and you will find yesterday's message, which is a message that not many people know. Well, now probably a lot of more people know because I went live and I live stream across different platforms, right? But you get the idea. The message from yesterday is something that is very personal to me. Something where my wife and I were about to split apart because of the addictions I had going on at the time of drinking and working in the restaurant industry for, I don't know, gosh, for 15, 16, 20 years almost, whatever it was. I lost count, honestly. But it was bringing me into a path of darkness. It brought me down to the bottom of the pit. And what happened at that point is I put my life, my daughter's lives, even my wife's lives and other people's life at risk by being just a real idiot. Because what I was doing, it was not something that I am proud to share. I know God has already forgiven me. I know I asked God for forgiveness already, but I was drinking excessively, you know. And not only that, I was just like going in downhill in a spiral so quick, faster than I could even imagine. And my friends, when I quit the job, the restaurant job at the time in May of 2010, I took a leap of faith. And that's what I want to talk about today. Taking a leap of faith. And like the book of Proverbs reads on chapter 16, verse 3, this is what the Word of God says. Commit your works to the Lord, and your thoughts will be established. And I'll read that again. Commit your works to the Lord, and your thoughts will be established. This is on the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 3. New King James Version, by the way, in case, for those Bible scholars that want to know the specific reference. There you go, there you have it. But essentially what happened at that point is I, taking a leap of faith from quitting a job in the restaurant industry for, a career essentially, and going into a whole new path that I had no idea what I was going to do or how I was going to do it. That year, I recently graduated from graphic and web design from an online school that accepted me as a mature student. Because you see, I didn't even finish grade 10. I'm a high school dropout. I finished the first semester. Actually, I didn't even finish the first semester. I think I finished the first 2 months. That was it. And then I got distracted with life, and I ended up enrolling in a bartending program that I was about, I don't know, 3-4 months or so. I graduated from that program, and that's how I got into the restaurant industry back in 1996 when I officially made it my path. But I had already been working in that industry since 1992 as a busser, cleaning tables or whatever, right? Because I was underage. But the moment I was able to start working in a restaurant, in a nightclub or whatever, that's when I started going downhill on that path. Something that we like to call generational curse. Because you see, my dad was an alcoholic for most of his life. And his dad, my grandpa, may he now rest in peace, also was an alcoholic, and for years, right? That's why we call it the generational curse, because that path that my grandpa was living on, passed it on to my dad, passed it on to me, and well, it didn't just end up with me. It also passed on to my other brothers. And it's one of those things that, you can try so much, you can try so hard, but unless God comes in and transforms your life from the inside out, there's no genuine transformation. But when Jesus got a hold of me and transformed my life, like I said to you yesterday, in yesterday's video, and if you haven't watched it, I highly encourage you to watch it because I share some very personal details about my testimony. And as Jesus got a hold of me, he had to show me how to trust him. And believe me, I grew up in a Christian environment, and my grandma brought me to church probably since I was 4 or 5. But there was no real commitment. It was more enforcement that if I didn't go to church, I would not get allowance. If I didn't go to church, I would not be able to go play with my friends, so on and so forth. So what happened at that point is that I ended up walking away from the ministry, walking away from God. Not even the church, but walking away from God. And then 2010, when I'm at the bottom of the pit, my wife is about to walk away from me. My wife is about to take our daughters away and just essentially move on with her life. Before that happened, my wife was able to give me a second chance once she realized that definitely something had happened that morning. But as I'm moving forward in life through that year of 2010, without working in the restaurant industry, without knowing really what's going on, I ended up becoming, like I said, a freelancer for web and graphic design. My brother Lucky Elijah, God bless you. So good to see you. Thank you for joining us, my brother. And as a brand new freelancer, nobody knew who I was. So that year, I only ended up making working on 2 projects, one that paid me $100 and one that paid me $450. Kind of like a love offering per se, nothing really significant to even make a dent on the rent. So as we are coming close to the end of 2010, I am going bananas because we are not getting clients. My wife is working her butt off, but I'm not getting anywhere. So I started to pray and I said, God, what do you want to show me? I know that you are a loving God. I know you have appreciate the fact that I am turning everything around towards you. And I know that you hear my prayers, Lord. And I want to honor you with my work. I want to honor you with my thoughts. I want to honor you. And just like I was reading a few minutes ago in the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 3, how it says the word of God, commit your works to the Lord and your thoughts will be established, my friends. So that's what I started to do. I started to commit my work to the Lord. And I said, Father, if you want me to stay in this city, which you have established me for 10 years at a time, I said, I need you to throw me a bone, literally. I need you to help me find clients or help me find a job. But I need to produce some revenue. I need to see your kindness. I need you to show me that what I'm doing is honoring you. And at that particular point, what happened is, Krista, how are you? So good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always so good to connect with you. At that point, I created a website. We are moving to Mexico.com, okay? And the website, we listed everything we had online in the house. We listed our TV or movies or sofas and everything. And I said, God, show me what is it that you want me to do. And as it's getting closer to the day that we're about to purchase the airfare to fly to Mexico, I get a phone call that same morning. And the guy, the first thing he said to me on the phone, I called 3 people today. The first one didn't answer. The second one sent me to voicemail. You answer the phone, you get my business. And I was like, whoa, yeah, baby, that's awesome. Thank you. I said, sure. I said, can you be here in an hour? I said, absolutely. So I got ready and I drove over to his place and we signed a contract. And he handed me a check for $950. But here's the thing, my friends. As he's handing me the check, okay, he is holding on to the check and it's wrestling with me. And he said to me, and he stared into my eyes, and he said, you're not going to run to Mexico with my money, right? And I was like, no. I'm going to finish the website as you requested. And then I'm going to go to Mexico for holidays with my family. So that was the very first actual client that I received. And shortly after that, 2011 came around the corner and I was, Lord, I want to continue honoring you with what you are showing me. And if this is what you truly want for me, then I ask you to bless my business. And from that point forward, so many people started to become our clients. Severo Jose Ruiz, so good to see you, brother. I know you're in the Philippines, so it's probably sometime tomorrow, so good morning, my brother. And at that point, the phone started to ring. And by the end of 2011, after only making about $1,500 the very first year I was in business, I ended up making $15,000 at the end of 2011. And I know that $15,000 is pocket change for some of you. I know that, I get that. But when I was starting up from zero to $15,000 the very next year, that for us was a huge accomplishment. Well, my friends, from that point forward, the following years our company started to grow and grow, and you know, we started to meet amazing clients. We started to meet amazing people. Some of our long-term clients stay with us for about 9 years. I'm still working with another client right now that has been with us for 12 years and is still taking care of his website needs. Even though that my passion is to stand in front of the camera and preach and minister and reach out to you with a word of empowerment, with a word of inspiration, where I know that if I can impact one person this evening, my work is done. If I can change your life this evening and create a ripple effect within yourself and with those around you, I know my work is done. And that's why I do what I do, my friends. That's why I stand in front of the camera, honoring the work that God has anointed me with, honoring the work of God that has pointed me to do. And it's been an amazing journey because now it's been 15 years that I've been standing in front of the camera, sharing a word of encouragement and a word of empowerment. My friends, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining. If you didn't know, this is part of my 23-day gratitude journey. If you go back to my personal profile, you can go back all the way till February 1st and watch some amazing content. And I know that sounds biased, but I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be biased here. But if you're gonna watch only one more video tonight, I highly encourage you to watch yesterday's video where I share how I hit rock bottom and how by the grace of God, He helped me turn around back in 2010. That's my desire for you guys. And as we're coming to the end of this video, as we're coming to the end of this live stream, I want to remind you that tomorrow I will be live streaming again, and I hope you can join us again tomorrow evening for another empowering message here at all the way from Empower Media Global Studios, where we have an opportunity to empower you, to connect with you. And by the way, if this message empowered you or brought you some sort of blessing, a gifting of anointings, I'm going to give you an opportunity as well at the end of this video. You're going to see a QR code, and there's going to be a link at the bottom of this video where you can also invest into this ministry. A love offering per se, okay? Love you, stay empowered. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.